the Wild Hunt arrived at Ciri soon after. A great battle ensued, and the fortress's defenders might all have perished had Ciri not demonstrated her powers. So sudden and violent was her outburst that the Wild Hunt was forced to withdraw. The battle was won. The war had barely started.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of The Witcher 3. So we went through the dreadful battle against the Wild Hunt here at Ciri in the last episode, and unfortunately, we lost Vesemir in that fight. Ciri is safe and sound, so is everyone else. Yeah, this old Witcher that we all knew and loved, he's gone. Let's go ahead and confer with our allies here. See what they have to say.
Thank you.
Please. She was my ward, too. And the old should only ever stick around to help the young. You know, this hardly ends your struggle.
I know.
Whatever you aim to do now, remember you'll find souls willing to aid you in Skellige. Myself, Krach, his children.
Not sure what I should do next.
Don't really know what I'll do next.
When doubts plague your mind, follow your instincts. Should they steer you wrong and land you in muck, you'll land at peace with yourself, and that's most important.
Good advice.
Bah, of course it is. I'm a hierophant, aren't I? I must pick a course for home soon. Take care of yourself, and Ciri.
Thanks again for everything.
Alright, if it's anyone's advice you should follow, it's good old Ermien's. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Esco now.
What's on your mind?
Ciri. Can't imagine this place without Vesemir. I'll head down the valley soon, then find somewhere else to winter next year.
That's fair enough. Esco and Lambert have only really stuck around because Vesemir has always been too stubborn to move away from Ciri, because it was, it is his home, and it is all of the Witcher's home, so it's really hard to say goodbye to a place that you've lived at for so long. Still, though, it might be a little better to stay just at least for another little while, just to honor Vesemir's tradition of staying here for the winter. Don't you think so, Esco?
Come on, it's the only home we've ever had. Stay.
No, Geralt. Place has been dying a while. Last nail in the coffin today. Time we accepted that.
Okay. Looks like we can't really convince him. Actually, let me try talking to these people again.
I regret I did not know him better.
Yeah, they do have like one additional line to say after the main conversation.
No reason to come back here. It's like Ciri died today.
It does feel that way, huh? Okay, maybe Letho will have something else to say as well.
That was tough.
We managed.
Thanks for helping.
You're welcome.
The guy has really become nice. So, what are you gonna do now?
What will you do now?
Probably head east, cross the mountains. After that, we'll see.
Farewell.
He did fake his death to all his pursuants, so he is relatively free as long as he covers his tracks and try not to be too conspicuous in his journeys.
So, tell me.
I can say I've seen it all now.
I still don't believe everything that happened.
Oh, right. Roach and Vest were two who didn't really believe in the Wild Hunt, but now they kind of have to. How can I thank you guys?
Risked your lives for me. How can I repay you?
We'll think of something. Right?
Definitely.
What will you do?
We're bound for Novigrad. To fight the next fight.
If you miss us, look for us at the camp.
Okay, fair enough. Temeria isn't exactly free just yet, so their mission is not yet complete. Okay, now we have Lambert and Kira.
Thanks for everything you did for me and Ciri.
May I be honest? Had I known what would happen here, I'd never have come anywhere near Kaer Morhen. I'm glad I could help, but I shall leave as soon as Lambert feels better.
Looks like the two have developed somewhat of a relationship in that battle. Good for them.
You going together?
I've an idea, but I need a witcher to help me see it through. Lambert has agreed to assist me.
Good luck. And thanks again.
We're even now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Can we talk?
What about?
Okay. We can talk to Lambert about certain other things. Not Esco, unfortunately.
Try not to get into any arguments, can you? They've all come here to help.
Are you gonna tell me how to behave now?
No, just asking you nicely.
Well, how's this for a nice answer? Kiss my ass.
It's what you get for telling Lambert what to do. Come on, Geralt, you know him.
Holding up all right?
Love questions like that. Am I holding up? What? My dick? This is shit, Geralt, and you know it. Knew the old man couldn't live forever. Even told Eskel that when it came time, I'd get his sword. Fits my hand perfectly, you know? But Vesemir deserved a better death. Whereas he died like a louse. Crushed.
We'll avenge him.
Doesn't look that rosy to me.
Hey, you may not be going out of your way to fight and find the Wild Hunt, but Geralt certainly is. There is still the real threat to Ciri that they pose, so it's still our mission to find them and defeat them once and for all.
See you later.
Yeah, take care.
I'm sorry for your loss, Geralt.
Yep.
Yes?
Okay, they don't have much to say.
Witchers never die in bed.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe with the possible exception of that one dude that we found with Lambert. What's his name? Oh, damn it, I don't remember his name. But the one guy living in Novigrad with his family and, yeah, just all happy. Maybe he will die in his bed.
There you are. Crying shame about Vesemir. I'm sorry.
Thanks for your help.
I had a debt to pay.
Heading straight back to Skellige?
Duty calls. But listen, Geralt. You've a king for a mate. Rare's the man who can claim that. If you or Ciri, or you and Ciri, if yous ever need help, the gates of Caer Troll stand open.
Thanks. I'll remember that.
Well, that's nice. We can always count on the Skelligans. And last up, Zotan.
Come to see how I'm feeling. Thanks. Not bad.
That's good.
Son. Horrible about Vesemir. I know you were close.
Thanks. We were.
Listen, far be it from me to stick my beard, but it'll no scratch an itch. So don't take this the wrong way. I want to help, whatever you decide, but to my mind, we've got to counterattack. We've got to find the Hunt, Eredin, and charge at them both like a bull at a heifer.
You know, that's what I'm planning, but it really isn't all that simple. We need a concrete plan first.
Not that simple, unfortunately. We have no way of finding them. They find us easily. Can take us by surprise whenever they want.
Forgive me, Geralt, but that's the blathering of a man who clearly can't snap out of it after a tragic loss. Drink it off. Sleep it off, whatever it takes. Just get yourself together and think things through.
I'll do that, Sultan.
Oh man, Zotan is such a pal.
Damn it all. You'll be missed.
Definitely my favorite dwarf in this game. Not that there are too many of those, but hey.
Ah, the courage of the man.
Really cool guy. Alright, let's go. And I think, besides Dandelion and the other Witchers, actually no. Wait a minute. Trying to think, like, who is Geralt's oldest friend out of all these people. Definitely not Letho. He met Letho way later on in his journey. Probably Vesemir? And Zoltan is like one of his newer friends. They all happen in the books. It's hard to determine the order of events.
Why has no one taught her to control this?
Actually, some did teach her.
Clearly to no effect.
I'll gladly argue with you about this some other time.
Okay, Avalok is talking to our sorceresses. Let's see what they're up to.
Haven't had a chance to talk. Thanks for your help. And for looking after Ciri.
You will thank me later. Now we must take Ciri from here, hide her, and then gather a greater force.
Anyone, everyone we could count on came here to Kaer Morhen.
Which is why we must seek the help of enemies. Magic is our best defense against the hunt. We need sorceresses. Archmistresses of magic.
You mean the Lodge?
The Lodge of Sorceresses. Oh man, it's not really looking too good for them, huh? They're kind of split up all over the place.
Many of the Lodge's members are dead. The rest are in hiding.
Yeah, or
Philippa
dead.
Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, and Fringilla Vigor are likely still alive.
And Francesca and Ida? Think they'd agree?
I think they'll take convincing. Would you rather speak to Kira alone?
That would probably be best.
Okay. The Lodge of Sorceresses, they haven't been the most honest of people in the past. They're a little bit... especially Philippa Eilhart, the person who founded it all. You know, she's kind of a deceptive person, to be honest. But hey, I don't think we have much of a choice here. Their help will be greatly valuable in our fight against the Wild Hunt.
Don't trust the Lodge one bit. But doesn't seem like we have a choice.
Because we don't. I've made an agreement with the Emperor. In exchange for its help, the Lodge will be granted amnesty and find asylum in Nilfgaard. That will be our bargaining chip. Triss, I wish to leave today to find the sorceresses. Will you help me?
Of course. Even got an idea where you could start.
Damn it! Again you planned without even asking what I think. I've had enough of this. I won't be taken somewhere like a bundle. I will not sit and twiddle my thumbs. I am sick of waiting, sick of hiding.
There's that impetuousness of hers. But yeah, she's right. I think she deserves a say in this matter.
You're right. Prove today you can take care of yourself.
Easier to pat someone on the back and hope things will work out than it is to face the truth. Jirel possesses a great power she cannot control. She is a danger to herself, to others. Until she learns to control it, she should remain isolated.
First of all, bollocks. Second, if you're going to speak of courage, at least address me directly, and not through Geralt. I'm gone.
Ooh, she is not happy. It's okay. We'll figure things out.
Ciri needs time.
True, but she also needs training. She must learn to control her abilities.
This training really necessary?
You saw what happened. She could be a greater threat than the hunt.
Fine. We'll stay here a while longer, then join you and Triss in Novigrad. Meet at Dandelion's Inn.
Come on, Yen. The sooner we leave, the better.
See ya.
Okay, let the next stage begin. Probably takes a couple of weeks to ride on horseback from Kaer Morhen back to Novigrad. But, you know, Triss and Yennefer, they can use magic. They can just port over there instantly.
It's not working, don't you see?
Discouraged after a mere 8 attempts? Ciri,
How many times must I try?
as many as it takes.
But I'm not getting anywhere.
We shall return to this later.
Didn't make it far first time out on the gauntlet either.
Geralt, please, not now. By comparison, the gauntlet was a walk in the park. But that's not the point.
What is?
Avallac'h says nothing will come of this until I stop thinking about the battle. But at the moment, I find it impossible to fill my head with kittens and vanilla pudding. Tell me, how do you do it?
What?
Always manage to pull yourself together. Focus. No matter what's happening.
Oof, that is a hard question to answer. I think I have something though.
There's a certain ancient method. Vesemir taught it to me, and Barman taught it to him.
Will you take me into the mountains and make me drink hemlock?
The Skellige druids have used it for centuries. It always works.
Hey! You'll regret that.
Okay, snowball fight.
Hey, that's cheating.
Wimp.
We'll see about that.
Oh, nice. I mean, okay, it's much less of a snowball fight than it is just me throwing snowballs and Ciri teleporting all over the place, but the auto aim for this is pretty good. It's kind of just like tossing a bomb, except slightly different, I guess. Let's see. Maybe I can manually aim this one? Oh, yeah, there you go. Huh. Oh, that was bad. What? Gotta get closer, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I will thrash you.
I was gonna suggest that we go into the forest and howl at the moon, but this works. It's a way to relieve stress. Ciri did mockingly suggest the Vesemir hemlock method. You know, the method that he tried on Uma to try to dispel the curse. But this works. This is definitely something. And this is actually one this event right here is one of the checks in the game where if you perform more positive actions with Ciri than negative ones from here on until the end of the game, or relatively close to the end of the game, then Ciri will survive and you get one of the good endings. But if you perform more negative options, then Ciri will unfortunately... bad things will happen to her. So we'll try to avoid that at all costs.
You were right. That really works. Thanks.
Glad to be of service. So what now?
I'll go see where our dearest sage is.
I mean, that isn't to say we can't perform any negative options with Ciri. We just have to do more positive ones. So she will be slightly more uplifted towards the end of the game because certain negative choices are actually pretty good.
What? What's happening?
Get up. We must go. I've saddled the horses.
Ciri, it's the crack of dawn. Where do you want to go?
To Velen. Bald Mountain. But a few days till the Witch's Sabbath. And guess who's the guest of honor?
The Witch's Sabbath on Bald Mountain. Enlighten me.
Dunno. Enlighten me.
Imlerith. We'll have no better chance to get him.
Where'd you get this idea? What's gotten into you?
I must avenge Vesemir. The Sabbath. It's the perfect opportunity. Imlerith will be drunk among his cohorts, caught up in the revelry. He'll not expect the blow.
Hearing Ciri, talk about how Imlerith can get drunk just reminds us that the Wild Hunt are just all mortals. They're not gods, they're not spirits. They're just elves, trying to achieve a goal. And they are they are definitely stronger than other elves of their kind, but they're nothing that we haven't really dealt with in terms of magical abilities in the past. It's something we can handle. Okay, and how did you learn about this Sabbath thing?
How'd you learn all this? Imlerith? The Sabbath?
Avalok. He told me of those who chase us. Claims knowledge itself can tip the scales. Come, we shall talk on the way.
Okay, let's go. Velen.
Lead on.
That decision there was actually pivotal to an ending that we can get in this game.
Let's go.
I will go over that in just a bit.
After the Battle of Kaer Morhen, the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save Ciri, who began to plan her revenge. She woke Geralt one night and urged him to travel with her to Velen, to the top of Bald Mountain, where she knew she'd find Imlerith. She had decided he had to die.
Yes, actually he's not the only person who needs to die. We still have Corenthir and Eredin to deal with. Eredin obviously being the leader of the Wild Hunt, and as most people would have guessed, he's going to be the final boss of this game. It's going to be great. Here we are. It's been a while since we've been back in Velen. Well, if you don't count that time we came back to do those side quests. Heading towards the Bald Mountain. And here we are.
The men at Crow's Perch, they spoke of this place. Ard Serbin, home of the Ladies of the Wood. The peasants feared coming here, and the Baron thought the Ladies of the Wood a terrifying tale for naughty children. Incidentally, I wonder how the Baron is.
Hanged himself after his wife died. Daughter's in Novigrad.
A true shame.
Yeah, it is a shame indeed. But that was the ending for the Baron I chose, and I guess we're sticking with it. Okay, so, Avalok did tell you about the Sabbath, but how do you know that Imlerith will be here?
We stand to
him
find
specifically.
Here? You sure?
Avalok told me of beings who commune with the NL elves. They can be found in every part of our world. In Velen, the crones do this. Apparently, Imlerith came here at Eredin's behest, to order the crones to keep their eyes open and ears pricked, in case Avalok were to seek shelter in his Velen hideout.
Took the order literally, judging by all the ears hanging in the woods. Think Imlerith might still be here?
He craves the pleasures of the flesh, wine, sex. The crones indulge him, flatter his ego. I'm certain he'd not let this opportunity pass, and will be on Bull Mountain for the Sabbath.
Alright, so if you remember, one of the three crones is called the Wispus, and she actually demands offerings from the peasants in Velen. You know, every time they, I guess, they quote-unquote do something nice for the villagers, they must sacrifice a part of their body, usually an ear. Actually, yeah, most of the time it's going to be an ear, and the Wispus will just hang some ears on her as a necklace, or maybe she'll like even hang these ears on trees and stuff. You know, they're always listening. Just that's like the suggestion they're trying to have the peasants understand. You know.
You actually know this area?
Centuries ago, it was a hallowed site for druids. But then the crones arrived, destroyed the Velen Circle, and deformed the sacred oak atop the mountain. An important feast is observed here annually. The Sabbath, they call it. All the local folk attend. I suspect Imlerith attends too, as the crone's guest.
Seem to know it well.
Avalok's a good tutor.
Okay. No more ado, let's go.
Let's get this done.
We must reach the peak. We'll find Imlerith there. The peasant folk of Velen call this night the Feast of Gifts. I've no idea why.
A lot of footprints here.
Loads of footprints. Crowd of peasants came through here.
Okay. Let's make our way up.
Geralt?
Ciri?
Havelock claims vanity is Imlerith's greatest weakness.
Vanity?
Any foe he faces, he strives to impress. The other one, Caranthir, is said to be secretive and pragmatic. Hardly surprising, given he was Havelock's student.
Yes, indeed.
Should I shoot?
The White One once served the ladies.
But he's an outsider!
Stand aside, guys. I'm here on business.
But they've come for the feast. Wouldn't do to cast them out.
Didn't come to celebrate. We need to get to the top of the mountain.
The gate is shut. You'll not pass. But we've fires down that way, with food and drink aplenty. Sit down beside one, and perhaps this year the ladies will descend. Give us the privilege of seeing them.
Okay, I guess we can sit down by the fire for a while.
We thank you for the invitation. Be glad to sit down, right?
Speak for yourself.
Come with me.
Don't pout, Ciri. It would just be for a little bit. Have some small talk with the villagers, get to know them a little bit. I have no idea why that guy is wearing a garland and a wreath, but hey, maybe that's his fashion choice. Alright, let's see. This gate. So there's a gate up there. We haven't seen it yet, though.
Mentioned a gate. Said we wouldn't pass.
Only the chosen visit the ladies. Every year, young lads and lasses climb the mount, but never more than 3.
Let me guess. The young lads and lasses don't return.
No, they return happy and radiant. But rare is the one who then stays in Velen. Off they go to seek fortune in the wider world.
That was one creepy deer that just walked by in the background. Did you see that? It was, I don't know, the way it was walking was just strange. Okay, the ladies of the wood. You know, they are not what they appear, right? Like, I don't know if these people actually saw what happened at Crookback Bog. I don't think they did. But come on.
Ladies of the wood visit you?
If they favor us. My father told me they descended once. Passed from fire to fire, listening to hopes and grievances. So each year, we wait for them to walk amongst us once more.
Haven't done it in a long time, then.
No point waiting to see if we'll get lucky.
Yeah, we gotta try to reach the peak.
Okay, and what are you celebrating with this feast?
This celebration, what's it about?
What do you need to know, Wanderer?
No need for anger. The White Ones serve the ladies as we do now. We send them gifts all year long. And on this night, they repay us with their blessing.
I met one of your gifts to the crones. Snivelling, scared to death, and about 8 years old.
Stay calm.
I believe that's little Greta. I think that was her name. I think she's still living at the Baron's mansion up in Crow's Perch. Yeah, I don't think anything bad happened to her.
Your children. Why do the ladies need them?
We know not and never ask.
You don't know? Then let me tell you.
Tell us instead what a peasant, his own young and starving, is to do with a wandering war orphan. You're not from here. Don't judge us by others' laws.
Oh, jeez. Well, I can tell you... I can't tell you exactly what you should do with someone else's war orphan, but I can tell you sending them to their death is certainly not a great option. You know, like, even if you have to cast them into the wilderness to have them fend for themselves, that's still better than feeding them to the crones. We've seen what the Brewess does. I mean, her name speaks for itself.
Said the ladies bestow blessings on you.
Aye, for our lives turn thus. First a summer of labouring neath the hot sun, then autumn rains, then a winter of death. Then we await spring, when all that is dead is born anew. And from our blood and sweat, the oak bears acorns, at times few, at times a handful.
What do you do with the acorns?
The Velen elders gather, hold council. Some favor grinding them to spread on the fields for a rich harvest. Others want them given to a cunning woman who'd make medicine for consumption.
A handful of enchanted acorns is enough for all Velen.
'Tis never enough.
Enchanted acorns, huh? We'll have to see about that. Alright, let's talk about something else.
Heard enough about this. We've got other questions.
Well, actually, we don't really have any more questions. Let's get going, shall we?
We should be going.
Eager to see the ladies. I share your yearning.
We're afire with yearning. Come, Geralt. We must get there before daybreak.
Go to the tent and stand before Thekla. She's the one who decides who's worthy to face the ladies.
I'm already.
Okay, Vekla then.
For it too prepares
Welcome.
for you.
If only
Drive
their
it not
gifts are
off with
plentiful.
bold words.
That's
Reveal
it.
all to it instead. What creatures
That's
enter the
it.
world neath a human veil. Ye can never know. We
Wolf.
each one use that veil as we will.
That's
How
it.
we will. The one sure things that it's one true.
This is actually kind of interesting. This lady is telling a story. Even this buck wants to hear it. Look at that.
From thence, the
Actually, these male deers are kind of rare in this game. Maybe run across like one of these every 10 other deers or so. Yeah.
That's it.
It's really cute that it's just standing here listening to the story. Okay, there's actually a merchant here. Let's check him out, just real quick.
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Probably should deposit some of my stuff that I've gathered from the defense of Kaer Morhen. And we did pick up a lot of just crafting materials and stuff.
Farewell.
I'll do that. I'll do that at another time. Yeah. Oh, look at that. There's another one. There's another one. Wow. That's $4 at this place. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's so cool. Never noticed that.
Welcome, Wolf.
Alright, there's also a smith.
Yeah?
Let me see what you're offering.
Alright, he doesn't sell anything great, but we can sell these swords to him. The Wild Hunt swords. I can probably also sell this random crossbow that we got. Yeah, it's not that great. As for other things, no, that's good.
So long.
Okay, we need to go see Vekla.
Gave but 4 the year past. Me grandmother said they came down the mount just before daybreak. If only their gifts are plentiful. At once beauty and horror. Like an army in full regalia.
Something's nigh.
If only their gifts are plentiful. If only their gifts are plentiful.
Looks like they're all wearing the garlands. I guess they have some kind of significance in this celebration.
Something's afoot. Something's nigh.
Interesting.
Looky there.
Can I just use R to blow this door down? These people won't mind? Let's see.
Something's afoot.
Come on.
Something's nigh.
Ah, I don't think the game will let me. Oh, no, there we go. If I just get close to it. Well, okay, well, that was a waste of time. There's nothing in here. Let's keep going. Ciri, you following me?
Good ladies, merciful ladies. My grandson, give him health. He works his share of mischief, but he's a good lad. Give him health. I beg yous.
Okay. I do like to stop and listen to some of the NPC chatter. They do say some pretty interesting things sometimes.
Look over there. Children.
Both godlings. Run into them before. They say ghosts are a manifestation of inner fears. Hauntings are said to be longing and loneliness grown to vast proportions. There's no truth to that. It is true, however, that monsters can be as lonely as humans, and that to conquer one's loneliness, one must first conquer one's fears. Some manage to do just that.
Alright, so here we have the consequences of doing what we did to Sarah.
You out of your house? Yes. Oh, well, I must have a word with him. Don't hurt him. Who do you think you are? Kicking Sarah out of her home? How could you?
Wasn't her home, and besides...
Please. It worked out in the end. If I'd not left Novigrad, I'd never have met Johnny. Oh, fine. I'll let you off this time. See, you found your lass. So what brings you here?
And look at that. After many, many episodes, if you remember back when we were doing the Novigrad questline, we had to kick Sarah out of her house, out of that one person's house, so that we could talk to Corrine Tilly, the Oneromancer. Yep, and by doing that, obviously Sarah doesn't stay with Corrine. Instead, she runs away, and she comes here and finds Johnny. So everything works out for the end. I do like this option a little bit better. It's worse in the short run, as in Sarah's really upset when you kick her out. But the two godlings find each other, and it's really cute.
What are you doing here? And how'd you two end up together?
Got an invitation we couldn't refuse. Around the Sabbath, the ladies get nicer of a sudden. Or maybe they're just out to show me who's in charge.
Did I hear right? You walked here all the way from Novigrad?
Weren't no trouble for someone who talks to birds. A blackbird told me about Johnny, so I pottered over.
Pottered over. Okay. We're trying to get up the mountain.
We're heading up the mountain. Any advice?
Yeah? Don't do it. Johnny says the crones aren't to be fooled with. You've barely found your lass. Didn't find her just to lose her now, did you?
We'll be fine.
Do as you will. Path up the mountain starts the other side of the gate, so you'll need the key. Old Thekla only gives it to those she deems worthy of the lady's presence.
Okay, and what's the key all about?
Gate's locked. Why?
Good grief. Worse than children, these two. During each Sabbath, the crones demand to meet 3 beautiful youngsters. Old Thekla picks them and gives them the key to the gate. She's young and beautiful, but he's sure not.
Let us worry about Thekla.
Don't lie to her. She'll sniff it out at once. If she refuses to help, you must tell her you wish to undergo the trial.
The trial?
Thekla will explain.
Okay. And what about the guests to the crones?
We're looking for an elf named Imlerith. Ciri thinks the crones might have invited him.
The big knight. He near trampled me.
On his way up the mountain?
Yeah. What's it you want from him?
He killed my friend.
Out for vengeance, eh? Oh, let it go. Dying foolishly won't help. Even the crones bow and scrape before that one.
Okay, I think it's time to go.
Thanks for the advice. We should go.
Good luck. Visit us sometime. We've a place not far from here.
We'll be certain to stop by. So long.
Actually, I'm not sure if it is possible.
White as clouds, and the seas.
I'm not sure if it's possible to actually visit Sarah and Johnny after this event. If it is, then I've never really found them.
A great big salty lake. Ah.
A great big salty lake. Yes, that is called the ocean. Okay, let's keep going. This way.
It's not ready. You've got to wait.
Ugh, that actually doesn't look all that appetizing. I think I'll pass on that.
The one night we get to fill our bellies to the brim.
Whoa now, if the ladies got victuals aplenty, why don't they feed us more often?
Don't ye dare speak ill of our givers.
Seen him about already.
None of ye is worthy. Be gone.
But we...
Ye shan't meet the ladies. Be gone.
Alright, fellas. Let's see if I got what it takes to meet the ladies.
Who's that? Well, come on. Come closer, girl. What's she like?
Narrow hips, sparkly eyes, a striking feisty lass.
Never had a man. Never mind. Got me answer.
What's the answer?
I choose you, girl. This night you shall see the ladies.
That's actually kind of creepy. She can smell whether or not Ciri has any intimate relationships in the past. I wish I knew, but okay, whatever. Let's see. I think I need to go with her.
If she goes up the mountain, I go with her.
What else has the cat dragged in?
It's grey and veiny, got a scar, and eyes like a viper.
Aye. Stinks of clotted blood and corpses. Plus it's old and infertile. I reject ye, freak. The girl will ascend alone.
But I want to go.
What's this about? What have you chosen her for?
Tell him.
Each year, 3 chosen have the honour to meet the ladies.
What happens after they've had this honor?
When they return, they speak of the past no more. Joy rules them and they start life anew. The lass were not the first to be chosen this day, but the moon hangs high, so she's like to be the last.
Well, Geralt doesn't really look that bad, right? He looks pretty handsome. I think we can go, right?
You misjudged me. I'm worthy as anyone.
Girl?
He's sprier than any youth. Only smells like corpses because he kills monsters. And he'll kill any who stand in his way.
Perhaps I was mistaken. Perhaps there's life in him yet. By ancient right you may appeal my choice. But to do so, you must best the challenge.
Okay, I think I'm going to invoke this ancient right. What's this challenge all about?
What kind of challenge?
Tell him.
You must descend into the cave and bathe in the waters below the earth.
What's the catch?
The water's deep. The water's murky.
Okay, I think I'll take that on. Let's go.
I accept the challenge.
Come.
Oh god, don't laugh like that. That's just creepy.
Look this over. A coin from days of yore. Falker burns on its reverse, so they call it the Defier's Oran. Now, bring me the coin.
Okay, seems like a job suitable for a witcher.
Something's nigh.
Alright, let's go. Oh god, there's drowners in here. Is that 1 or 2? Am I seeing double? No, that's definitely 2. Oh, we only got one of them there. Let's see if I can get the other one. Yes! I think I'm getting much better at firing off my ards underwater. Okay. Now, where did this Orin drop to? I don't quite remember who Falka is, like in the legends. I think he or she is supposed to be a person who's related to Ciri. But in any case, there's the Defier's Orin. Alright, and now let's make our way back up there. Ah, shoot. Hope I don't run out of breath. Okay, here we go. And we can make our way up from here.
Shit.
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, God. The bane of my existence. A fiend. Okay, can I meditate here, maybe? I want to prepare for this fight. Oh, God. Damn it, I can't meditate. Okay, well. Guess we'll just apply oils the regular way. Let's go. The rime oil from last time wasn't that effective. Let's not do it again this time. Let's try flammable oil. Because Igni does seem to be relatively effective on this fiend. And then, yes, I have to remind myself to craft a couple of swallows in the future when I have the chance. For now, though, let's do a... Oh, wrong button. But yeah, Tawny Owl works. Doesn't work all that well, but we can do it. Keep on pressing the wrong button when I'm trying to go into the screen with the quick inventory. Alright, let's see. Might as well summon a wolf to make this fight a little easier. Okay, let's go. And obviously we'll use some silver bolts on it as well. Build up those ranged combat skills. Alright, let's go. Come on.
What now, you piece of...
Oh, dude, this thing is so intimidating. Why is it red? Oh, shoot. Come on. Okay, there we go. Oh god, gotta axie that. Yeah, you never want to take a frontal charge. If you get hit up by that charge twice, which is very easy to do, you're basically dead. Come on. Tawny Owl's not a bad idea. Yeah. Makes it so that we can just keep doing this without worrying about our stamina. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. Wow, that was just pure dumb luck right there that I didn't die. That's a mean charging attack. Okay, there we go. And you can see, Lydia was very helpful in this fight. I should have summoned her in all of my other fiend fights. Whoops. Not sure why that happened. Well, good girl. You definitely helped me out. Got some meats. Look at the way it died too, just sprawled out across the floor. It's like it's taking a nap. That's funny. In fact, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. That's just really funny. There you go. Okay, now we can continue. Actually, we can go this way, which is not the way back, but what was this way? Oh, a lot of money. Okay. Oh, damn. This fiend has been, yeah, eating some people. Man. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is just gonna lead back into the place with the water where we found the Orin. So let me just double check here, just for the sake of exploration. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. Looping back around, that's fine. Okay, and now we can bring this coin back to the old lady. This will make it possible for Geralt to go up the mountain with Ciri, otherwise she has to go alone. Not that we don't trust her, you know, her abilities are pretty good, but handling both the 3 crones and Imlerith might be a little difficult for her alone, so yeah, it's best that Geralt goes with her.
I was beginning to worry. Come, let's get the key.
Okay. Got your stinking Orin.
What do you want?
What's on the peak?
Can't help but be curious. What's at the summit?
Tell him.
The ladies dwell there, but only the chosen may look upon them.
I know that. I want.
You'll learn nothing else here.
Okay, well, I got your coin.
Got that coin you tossed in the lake.
It reeks of sludge.
Nothing I can do about that. So, gonna keep your word?
I always do, my boy. Show the coin to the gatekeeper past the threshold. He'll know its meaning. Marika will open the gate for ye. Now go.
Okay, great.
Went smoothly.
Weren't the one to do the diving in that cave.
Stop whining. You're a witcher. You've dived in murkier waters.
Yeah, have to tell you about the time I hunted a Zugel.
There's that Zugel story again. What is this? Ah, She Who Knows. Okay, we've read that one before. It's about the 3 crones and their mother.
The last of the chosen will now ascend the mount to the peak to meet the ladies. Let the festivities begin, and let them last till the crack of dawn.
Something's afoot. Something's nigh.
Okay, I was gonna let her finish talking there, but okay, let's keep going. Lead the way, America.
wolf.
There's Johnny and Sarah, just playing around. Okay, and this is pretty exciting. Okay. She's not gonna come deeper in here with us. Let's just go then. We'll save the game here. Okay. It's gonna be something here.
What's your name, girl?
What's yours?
Your name don't matter. Atop the peak, you'll lose it and get another. You may go. And you?
And that's Sylvan, I believe. I think you need to let us through.
Got something to do up there, so just let us through.
Giving me orders? You, a human?
I passed the trial. Here's proof. Recognize it?
The Defier's Orin. A death sentence.
Ah, the old lady tricked us. Okay, we got Ciri's help here. And oh god, Fugas. Alright. Let's just kill this guy. Shouldn't be too much trouble with Ciri's help. Still, pays to be a bit more careful. Oh, okay. Oh god. Alright, I guess he wasn't that much of a challenge.
One tough son of a bitch.
We've no time to lose. I'll tend to Imlerith, you take the crones. Avalok said they dwell below the oak, among its roots.
No chance. I'm going after Imlerith.
Fine, let's play for it. Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. One and one, and there you go.
2 out of 3.
Imlerith is pretty dangerous. I mean, I gotta admit though, the 3 crones are also very dangerous, but we're talking about one of the officers of the Wild Hunt here, so we gotta take him on.
Imlerith's a bigger threat than the crones. I should face him.
I'm no worse a fighter than you.
We both know that's not true. Listen to me this once.
But...
No buts.
Fine. Be careful.
You too.
Yeah, Imlerith might be the stronger one, but fighting the 3 witches of the bog, that's a challenge by itself, so it's going to be difficult. In fact, we're going to have to do both of them. We'll be controlling Ciri to fight the 3 crones, and we'll be controlling Geralt to fight Imlerith.
Down there.
Well, now might be a good time to just mention about our decision from earlier before we actually set off to come to Bold Mountain here. We actually had the option of having Geralt mention to Ciri that we need to go see the Emperor, Emir, so Ciri's father. And the game gives us very little time to decide, like 5 seconds, I think, to decide whether or not we want to go to see Emir. Of course, at that time, there's no way that a first-time player would know that by going to see Emir, you actually unlock an entirely different ending from by not going to see him. And it's interesting that the game will put like an ending decision this early in the game's story. And I say early because we're only about 55% through the game's like true story. The hunt for Ciri, like from Velen to Novigrad to Skellige, even to the defense of Kaer Morhen, you can all consider that to be just about halfway through the game's storyline. Of course, we've done about 90% of all the game's side quests, but as far as main quests go, yeah, that's only about the halfway point. So it's a very early time to be making such a pivotal decision. I decided to not go visit Emir because that actually, I think, unlocks a better ending, a bit more lore friendly. I think if we do go visit Emir, he will have his own plans for Ciri, and yeah, I mean, in the end it works out. It's just a bit more bittersweet, almost to the point of a little sad if you do that one. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you should definitely keep on watching this series, or just watch a video about the endings from The Witcher 3. I think they are all of the endings are fascinating. Especially the one where, well, I'm not going to mention it because it's like big spoilers, right? For those of you who have not yet played through The Witcher 3, which I don't believe there are many, but I like this ending the best, where we don't go visit Emir. So that's what I'm trying to say. Well, anyways, this is going to be not as long as episode as it usually is, because I believe from this point onwards we'll be fighting some relatively challenging bosses. The Crones and Imlerith. They are probably the biggest challenge that we will yet have to face in this game. So definitely need to prepare and probably start up those fights in a fresh episode. So yeah, for this time, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.